I'm gonna say this as a warning to everyone right now. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. I need you guys to be patient with me on this EC build. It is gonna be a build that was sent to me to technically look at, so it is a sponsored stream. I've already reviewed a Class 80 though, so, and this is my first time doing an EC kit. So I think it's cool that they're doing an EC kit. We're gonna go through our whole stages of taking a look at the board. I did already take a look at and then also somewhat modify the switches or whatever you want to call these. I've never done one before, so be patient with me. I've never taken apart any of this. I have a general idea of how it works, but we'll see. Let's look at the case for the Class 80 first. I actually took everything out of the box, guys, so this is not going to be a proper unboxing. This is the Class 80. It looks... I don't have the other Class 80 because I gave it away to you guys.
Hey Alex,
but it looks nearly identical to the other Class 80. It's pretty much the same shell. It's a pretty good red, I'd say. It's like a nice red. This internal, I don't know what the hell this is. I didn't read anything about this on the website, or I guess the interest check page. And also, to be completely honest, I was more focused on the EC kit today. So that took me all day to figure out how to do stuff. I don't know what this is exactly, but it's pretty nice material. And again, I kind of hate that they're hiding this in the inside of the keyboard. But it's cool. I'll tell you that much. Is it carbon? I have no idea. Let me say this though. I was really hoping that they would have taken the idea, or I guess not even idea, the execution of the Class 60 and put it in the Class 80. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't do that, but I think they kind of made it up by doing an EC kit. So I'm a little bit happy with, you know, the additional choice that people have there. Was really hoping that they put the Class 60
How's
mounting
your
in
weekend?
here. Are electro capacitive switches similar to membrane? I don't know how to answer that. I haven't really used enough EC switches to like give you a good answer there. It has the usual stuff that you find in the Class series, which is the solenoid and the buzzer. You already know this shit's gonna be hella annoying. This is a novelty feature, just so everyone's aware. This is, like a lot of things in keyboards, it's a novelty feature. You guys have seen this. The bottom of the keyboard's pretty much the same too. I think maybe they changed this guy over here. Again, I can't really compare because I don't have the old one. It looks like they have a... I don't even know how they're getting away with this, but it has a Super Mario graphic on it. Kind of sus. A little bit sus. I hope Nintendo doesn't take it away. Pretty crazy that that's there. But, I mean, this is definitely like an homage to... It's definitely an homage to a whole bunch of different things. Just a note, too, in case you guys are wondering, one thing I've been seeing a lot is, like, right to repair or, like, along that lines. It's kind of... I'd say it's kind of messy, just because, like, keyboards you can technically repair because you can open them up. But I understand people mean universal parts. Understand there's no universal parts here. I don't know if you can pick up these. These look proprietary. Maybe this you can replace. I don't know if it would need to be an exact size. Obviously, the daughter board is proprietary for this only, unless you were to find a daughter board with a vertical mount for the JST connector. So just so you guys are aware there, it won't be easy to find replacement parts for this, but it seems like the Studios guys have been around for a little while now. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, hopefully. So perhaps you can always just get replacement parts from them. Now this keyboard does come in two kits actually, which is the MX style kit, which is a plateless kit, just like the original one. So there's, again, not much difference there. The original one was a pretty good board. I thought it was enjoyable to type on. Definitely has the novelty features. Then it comes with the other kit, which is EC. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm so curious about the whole build process with this. And it doesn't seem that bad. So I'm very curious. You know what, Avo? And then I already pre-prepped the stabilizers because I didn't feel like fiddling with the plate-mounted stabs. I'm gonna note this, and I've already sent Lear a message, the guy who sent the keyboard over today. I don't know. It didn't really say much about this, but I guess they are including plate-mounted stabs, which is a great little bonus. I appreciate it. But the thing that they're including is actually short stabilizer housings. So I needed to go steal a plate-mounted stab from another board. So just so you guys are aware, plate-mounted stabs, there was one set of housings that were short. I don't know if that's something to do with the prototype unit, but I hope that gets resolved for the end. I get their bonuses. It's a bonus to get these, but it'd be nice if you get the right amount because that otherwise is not really a bonus. I lubed these because apparently you can, well, I don't know if you can. Anyways, I did because I wanted to see how it sounded lubed. But I'm going to pop these in now. And if I do something wrong, you guys let me know, okay? Because I don't know what the f I'm doing. Plate mount holy. Oh, we're doing an EC build. Good luck, man. I wish I had something to like rise it up on the sides, but it's okay. Whew. Okay. So now I guess the potentially finicky part. We gotta lay down this. Now I'm not too sure about this, and this is maybe. Do I cut some of these to fit the other ones? Is that the idea here? I'm assuming so. You might have to. Yeah, they didn't really provide anything that's, I guess, universal here, so I guess I do have to cut some. You see, you know what? Seer, this took me 20 minutes to lube. It was so easy. And I think building this, in theory, seems a little bit easier than potentially, like, well, not easier, but less tasking to put together than the MX stuff. And this is my first time ever doing this. Again, just so everyone's aware, my first time. But it was daunting at first, like everything else. Everything can be daunting, but it was interesting. Definitely interesting. All right, I guess we're cutting these, right? I'm assuming that's the idea here. OEM. Yeah, so when I had an OEM Real Force that I had on loan per se from Reagan. Make sure to keep the domes aligned. So nice.
High game, a big fan.
Thank you, Solid Bear. Appreciate it, dude. But I didn't really care for it when I had it. Okay, I have enough. Whew. I don't know why that didn't look like enough. Oh god, these springs scare me. Okay, this is low-key satisfying to put in. Almost dropped one. This part is actually probably the most tedious of all the parts. EC springs are awesome. They're so cute. So, I don't, again, this is what they sent me. This was actually sent as a separate package. I tested this before stream. I don't know if this is the right thing to use. But they're essentially screws that would just go through here and then screw directly into the thick plate. That seems to be... You have to put the standoff before you put the spring? No, I think this is all it takes. I think this is it. I tested this before. Check Clackbait video. I didn't get any standoffs, Thirak. I only got these screws. So they didn't send me any if that's the case. The only standoffs they sent me were like 4 little standoffs, which I don't actually have. But what I think I'm supposed to do with the stuff that they sent me, you need those to have space between the plate and PCB. So these are the screws that I got sent. I got sent this big bag of screws over here. As you can see, there's lots of screw down points over here. I'm gonna do this really quick because I want to see how he did it. Hold on, let me see something quick. So he's just doing, I guess, where the standoffs are. Oh no, he put screws everywhere, I think. I don't think we absolutely need to do those because these are not even that thick of a standoff. I don't know if the standoffs would be necessary because if you guys look, the standoff isn't as tall as anything on this. It's a pretty thin standoff. Oh shit. So I don't know if these are for this. Standoff the short king. Well, I guess I just have to get one aligned. I think that's literally all we have to screw in. Hey guys, if I turn this over and it all falls, please don't make fun of me. Do I put screws in these ones that say shield? I wish there was a build guide. My biggest criticism right now isn't even the build experience. It's interesting. It's kind of fun, actually. I just wish there was a build guide to help people who are interested in this sort of thing understand how to build it. And I think that's at the onus of the vendor and the designer. Moment of truth. Hold on, that one screw isn't screwed in all the way nice. Hey, I did it. Cool. I don't know what those standoffs would be for, guys. I don't think you actually need those standoffs. Should we just screw this into the top then, for the time being? Well, let's find out. If we did it wrong, we did it wrong. We just redo it. Not the end of the world, I guess. As it were. Is this the right screw for this? I'm gonna just experiment and see where exactly the fault would be if we just did no risers. Oh, will the KB short if you have metal plate resting on the PCB? I don't know. Oh, I feel like these are the wrong screws for this. But this makes sense though, because the other things would also be metal. Let's see. If you were to put those risers on, what would they actually do to anything? I am unsure. So, what if we were to just do gasket mount? Could we not do that? Is that not possible with the EC kit? Let's try. I want to see, because I don't really want to do top mount with this. Clackbait did gasket too. Even if touched, it should just ground, no? Yeah, that's why the ground screws are there. So I guess you just put them on these, right? Oh no, these aren't. Is that how this works? Yeah, because these sit inside that, right? Am I correct on that? No, they sit on those things. That's for isolated top mount, maybe. Do we not have gasket strips for this? Oh, maybe it's in all this foam kit here. Yeah, I found them. Never mind. This is not what we need today. This is for top mount. Although that might be really cool, but I feel like this would be a super stiff top mount. Worst case scenario, we just put top mount. We'll see. I like the way they did the channel. Obviously, because this has a larger like forehead for the keyboard here. Makes it kind of easy to install. Man, I don't see why you would need those standoffs. I feel like maybe I should have lubed the springs, but again, I don't really know much about... I thought it would be kind of messy to lube the springs, to be honest. But we'll see. Let's, I guess, flip this over. Ugh. I just realized, too, there's a little switch here. I'm guessing that's for the EC stuff. I don't know if that was present on the original one. I feel like that wasn't. I wish I had it to compare. There's a little switch here. This is a really nice red. It's working. It's all working good. So, I guess I would just need keycaps. I don't know what to use on this, though. Whew, this was fun. This is rewarding to do this. SA caps? Do we do PBT or do we ABS? I don't know what would work better for this. Because again, I've never built EC ever in my entire life. The X-Wing got damage. Tatooine is really nice on beige. The pen fits nice, everybody. Hey, I'm gonna say this as a warning to everyone right now. I don't know how loud this is gonna be when I flip on the other stuff. So, okay, the solenoid, pretty fucking loud. Okay, I don't know about this next one, man. If you guys recall, last time, and I made note of this as well, last time we did one of the class series boards, the fucking buzzer was so loud. I'm gonna recommend everyone watching right now to turn it down a notch. That's so fucking cool with EC. I mean, it's such a cool concept. The whole keyboard's a cool concept. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. It sounds like sneakers on like a basketball courtroom. It is kind of loud, actually. Is that loud? that's so... It's kind of fun though, man. It is very annoying. It doesn't feel like a membrane keyboard. I'll be honest. It doesn't. Here's how the board sounds. Let's actually put the desk pad underneath, just so there's no funny business, I guess. All right. Here's how the board sounds. We did the EC kit. I lubed the sliders. I didn't lube the PCB. That seemed to be debatable from a few people in chat here. SA keycaps. I didn't touch any of the springs on these. Again, my first time building one of these, so... It feels nice. I could see myself using this. This definitely feels miles better than... It like feels, not sounds. Feels miles better than the ones that I tried without lubing the sliders. So these do have the silencing rings on them, according to Extra. Again, I have no idea about this stuff. The ideal silent tactile experience. I like this. I actually do. This might convert me into actually picking up a few Topper boards. This is kind of nice. Much louder. I don't think... Okay, you know what, Extra? I can't imagine myself wanting something much louder than this. So maybe leaving the silencing rings on was a good thing for me. You know? That feels pretty good, actually. I kind of like this. It feels comfortable. I just sort of wish the keyboard wasn't this, like, this sounds so stupid of me. And maybe I can just get into EC, like electro capacitive or Topper stuff. I just feel like the keyboard's too tall for me. Like it is. It definitely feels a bit tall. So maybe I do need like a wrist rest. I don't know the angle. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. It does have like a cherry lip here in the front that kind of help it. 7 degrees. 7-degree angle. So pretty standard, I'd say. Pretty standard. Well, that's nice. Let's see what it sounds like with some cherry stuff as well. Here, we'll take we'll use just some cherry stuff. And then I guess, do you guys want a cherry spacebar as well? Let's just see what this sounds like. I would honestly say this sounds relatively similar. No difference at all. Does it get interference with the GMK set? Nope, does not look like any interferences. I mean, this is two different profiles. So that's probably why maybe you can see one's higher than the other. The W is supposed to go up there. But no interference at all. And then I guess let's just try the spacebar because it's probably going to be a popular one to try. Let's see that. I mean, this sounds exactly the same. It's almost like the Topper's silenced. Yeah, but still theoretically, we still maybe would get something else. Actually, there is some difference with the spacebar. There is some. The tonality of it's a little bit different. But I'm not gonna lie, the SA is kind of nice. Class60 looked nice, would have loved them. Yeah, that dude, okay. I don't know if that, because like, I don't know if this is valid criticism for this, but I really wish they would have also incorporated the mounting style of the Class60. Because that was really special, and it would have been awesome to put that in a round 2 Class80. So perhaps a missed opportunity there. But judging the board based off of what it is, I think is also important instead of what it could have been. And I think for what it is, some fun stuff to this for sure. So appreciate it for that. It's way stiffer. I kind of like the gasket more. This is not going to affect sound, it seems. Spacebar does sound a little different. Spacebar is different. The alphas sound pretty much identical. It feels way, way stiffer. I'm going to switch back to gasket, I think. But interesting board. Again, I think this is spendy. I think this is definitely pricey. Very cool project, though. Definitely a more niche design appeal to it. You go from silent mode. Oh, wait, that's not silent mode. Hold on. You go from silent mode. And then if you want a little bit of sound, you switch it into. And then if you really want to be a degen and you just like, listen, I need everyone to know that I'm fucking typing on something. Keep it on silent for yourself. Coworkers come by, solenoid. Coworkers come over that you don't like, beeper. It's the ultimate office keyboard, ultimately. Like, this is truly the ultimate office keyboard. Self-defense weapon as well, because this thing's gigantic and also quite heavy. Know your coworkers. It also allows for strength training, because if you take this back and forth from the office, I guarantee you, you're going to get some gains. So this is overall probably the best value you could ever get in a keyboard. Truly. Ultimately, it is. It doubles as so many things. I left and came back and the stream is still going. I'm sold. W review. Hey, people wanted more critical reviews. I'm telling you, this is all the stuff you can do with this. Polycarb or alu, Envoy, in your opinion? I personally like the alu, but if you want something a slight bit deeper, I'd go with the polycarb. Truly the keyboard of all time. It is. Yeah, I mean, visually this hasn't changed at all from the last one. So my opinion still stands. It's a nice looking keyboard. Like, I think it's cool. Definitely retro themed. Not for me. But I still enjoy this. That's the reason why I keep accepting all the class stuff. I enjoy the aesthetic still. Like, it's still cool to look at. Alright guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Bye-bye.